right, you gotta love driving in a big city. Anyway, we're on our way down to the Mobile Big Tour stop right now on our way to downtown Dallas. You know what? This is my first time driving down this freeway. This is Interstate 35 headed toward downtown. I used to be able to look off right over there toward the right, where that freeway goes right there, that's Loop 12. And used to be able to see Texas Stadium right over there. You can see the roof of it real clearly. And this is my first time coming down here, and I'm not able to see Texas Stadium anymore because they tore it down. It's kind of depressing. I mean, it really is when you think about that. I mean, I just used to look so forward to looking at Texas Stadium when I rode past it. We used to be able to see it right over these trees here. And it's sad it's not there anymore. And there's the skyline of Dallas right there in front of us. Big D. Love that city. Okay, here's a little history for you as we come up here as I'm stuck in traffic. See that place there called the Market Hall right over there across the freeway there? That was where John F. Kennedy was going to speak when he got shot. They were getting ready for his speech. It was going to be happening right there. So that was the place that he was going to. And Parkland Hospital is on up here on the left. I don't know if I'm going to be able to videotape that today, but I definitely will be trying to get a shot of it as soon as I can. But we're kind of stuck in traffic right now, so headed into downtown. You can see downtown Dallas over here. Real good shot of it there. So yeah, it's what you get when you live in a big city like this, that's for sure. Okay, it's about 5:20. I've been driving all over downtown Dallas trying to find the hotel. I finally had to get a valet to park my car, but you know what? I think I might have found the right place. I believe I have. All right, we're in here. Just gonna show you around. It looks like a little mini Riviera in here right now. Look at all the things we got going on. Lots of vendors. There's open for air photo booth. Check out these lights here. This is probably what I have to get here. Great.
Everybody can please begin to take their seats. We're going to get started here with our program for this evening. Once again, my name is Jake Feldman. I'm with Mobile Beat Magazine, so thank you very much for joining us this evening. How about a big round of applause for the Dallas-Fort Worth chapter of the American Disc Jockey Association for getting us the venue tonight. It is a beautiful venue. We've got nice LED lights and everything in here, so this is a great place. So thank you very much to them, and we're going to be talking about them later. How about a big round of applause for all of our vendors who came with us this evening. We've got Pioneer DJ, Open Air Photo Booth, American DJ, Line 6 Microphones, QSC Audio, Odyssey Innovative Designs, DJ Trivia, Hercules, ERG, and the American Disc Jockey Association. And what tonight is, first off, how many of you guys subscribe to Mobile Beat Magazine? Raise your hands, please. Well, thank you very much for subscribing. Those of you who do subscribe know that we're very big on education. So what tonight is number one, a microcosm of Mobile Beat Las Vegas, which Mr. Ryan Berger will talk about in just a couple moments. But number two, it is a free educational opportunity for you guys. We brought 3 great presenters. Let's have a big round of applause for them. We have Mr. Danny Brewer, who's here, who's going to talk about running a successful multi-op company. We have Mr. Ben Stowe, who's going to talk about all facets lighting, and Mr. Andy Ebon, who is, as we all know, a web expert in wedding marketing. So he's going to be talking about that, some do's and don'ts, and some helpful tips, and just a great presentation. So thank you very much for them to coming. And Like I said, Mobile Beat Las Vegas, it is a great event, and here now to tell you more about it, he's actually on this leg and not on any other leg. Please welcome the publisher of Mobile Beat Magazine, Mr. Ryan Berger, everybody.
Oh my gosh. Third leg for me, third leg for me. This is what, the 12th for you? Yeah, something like that. He's got 5, 6 more stops. Hits Houston, then goes up through California to Salt Lake City. Then he actually comes back to the office. So, okay, tell you a couple reasons why I'm here. First of all, I'm here for input. Columns you like to see in the magazine, interesting anecdotes, different things you like to see at our Vegas show. Give me input. We're a small business like you. You're dealing with the guy that cuts the checks, the guys that approve the magazine, the guys that write the magazine. All of us are very interested in what you guys have to say. So give us some input. We'd really appreciate it. Number 2, I'm here to get you to come to our Las Vegas show and read our magazine more. So if you don't read the magazine, stop over, subscribe to it. It's only $15 on the tour. We'd appreciate it. But at this point, I have the pleasures of speaking with a really cool gentleman. That's going to be our keynote speaker for the conference. I was actually speaking with him a little bit earlier today, so we're getting a great vibe off of people seeing this video of him introducing the Mobile Beat Las Vegas show. Hit it, Jake.
This is the Radar Man, Danny Brewer. Mobile Beat Show, MBLB 20. We'll be celebrating 20 years of Mobile Beat, the one and only killer magazine for mobile DJs. Amazing 20th anniversary event announcements will start rolling out soon. So don't you miss being at the Riviera, on the Strip, for the time of your life, with me, the $1 Million Man, and an army of rockin' DJs. Register now at mobilebeat.com.
$1 Million Man's going to be an absolute trip, guys. Along with being one of the more famous people we've had at the show, he's going to talk about how you can improve your life, how you can get yourself on the right path, how you can make most out of what you've done. Other presenters that you're going to see at the show, we do have a trip here. He's still on your phone, Ben? Everybody say hi to Ben. Ben Stowe from NLFX Professional. He runs our Pro Academy at the Las Vegas show. The technical seminars, the geekier stuff, and things like that. It's a fantastic addition that we brought to the show a couple of years ago. Mr. Andy Ebon here has been one of our first day presenters, a regular keynote and big presentation. You guys are treated with having him here. This is the only time on the tour that you've got the 2 of our top presenters from the Vegas show. They're experienced veterans on this leg of the tour. So you guys are definitely in for a treat. You're going to see a lot of what our Vegas show is all about. But if you haven't been there, you've got to get yourself out there. You're talking about a $500 or $600 investment to get yourself out there, a pass, and hotel rooms. Consider it, and we'll talk more about it if you have any questions. There is a deal on passes of $149 tonight. Next thing, we give away a couple of prizes and telling you about our bookstore. I think I've already figured out who's going to win one of them. One of the prizes we give away is for the person that came from the longest distance that's an attendee. He did come to visit some friends and stuff too. Thank you. But yes, he came from Florida, of course. A regular at our disc jockey conference comes out to visit us, so ask him about it if you want to. Now I need to know, and this one's a little bit tougher to figure out, who came the shortest distance from your home to here. 3 miles. Can anybody beat that?
2.5.
Yeah. Okay, 2.5. Okay, in the back?
Oak Cliff, across the river.
You have done by the river, you're a motivational speaker.
In a van, down by the river. No, Oak Cliff, right there by Silton Avenue.
Okay, someone judge that. I have no idea where that is. I've been in your airport before.
It's like 7 miles.
7 miles. Okay, 2.5 miles.
Mile and a half.
2.5. Who was the 2.5-er?
Mile and a half.
Just kidding. 3. 3 miles.
Where?
2.5 miles. Joking.
There you go. Anyone else? Good. I like that. And as I mentioned earlier, I have a need to continue my knowledge of what I do.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here tonight, exactly. When I talk to my brides and grooms, I ask them what they do for a living, and they're nurses, they're chiropractors, they're doctors, they are construction workers, they are whatever.
Landscapers. And
landscapers, exactly, whatever they do, roof cleaners. And I ask them, is there any kind of training that you have to do to do what you do? And 99% of them say, absolutely, there's some training. And in more professions, it's continued training. If you're a nurse, a doctor, a pharmacist, every day there's new things, new ideas, new technologies, new products that come out that you have to be aware of to continue your education. So I have a desire to continue my knowledge of my industry. I want to share with you my success in the entertainment business. That's the last one because I'm just like you all. I've been extremely blessed at what I do, and the reason I've been blessed at what I do is because of hard work. And I'm not here to talk about, DJing. I'm not a gearhead, and, I'm not a lighting guy, and I'm not a music mixer. I used to work in a club, and I beat mixed a little bit, but I'm not one of those guys that, lays down the beats and does that. I have had the advantage of working for two very large companies in my career. And one of them is, you might have heard of EBSCO Industries. They print a lot of printed materials across the country, and I think this is one of the worst times in our history of the economy. But I also remember back in the early '70s we had some problems with the economy that we still talk about history today also. So in the diversification of our business, the first thing that we do is we own Feel the Beat Entertainment, and that's our DJ company. I personally am a DJ that is respected in our market as a leader in our market, and I'm also considered a source. And what I mean by source is in my market, there are photographers, there are florists, there are venues that rely on me to help them get more business. And that's because of effective networking and communication and showing them that I have the desire to help them grow their business. The florist example is, I had a florist come a few months ago. She said, "Danny, what do you do to get all these weddings? I need help. I need design help. Everything you put out looks great. What are you doing? Can you share with me that knowledge?" So I helped her, and she in turn sends me referrals. The next thing that we got into, thanks to I think my 6th consecutive trip to Mobile Beat a couple of years ago, was I ran into a guy by the name of Nick Andrews. And he was one of a few people there that had a photo booth at the Mobile Beat show. And Nick and I spoke at great length about what his photo booth could do for my business. And I'm not one to go out and drop X amount of dollars on something without doing a little research and a little planning, except when I book trips without. I think my wife gets me for booking my trips too expensive. But the photo booth is an awesome thing for us. And what I did was when I met Nick, I looked at the price, I came back and I talked to all my brides that we had already booked on our calendar for the next year out. And I did a rock bottom price. I went in at $300, $400, $500, $800 just to get enough money from those brides to use that as marketing exposure for the photo booth. And it worked awesome. I got back, and within 7 days, I booked enough contracts to pay for my photo booth. It was paid for that quick. Started sending the photo booth out, and it became a domino effect in our market. We lead in photo booth rentals.